Hello, my name is Lentz, and I'm from Fulton, South Dakota. A river is water in its loveliest form. Rivers have sound and movement and an infinity of variation. Rivers are the veins of the earth through which the lifeblood returns to the heart. Roderick Haig Brown. Since man has walked the earth, he has been fascinated by the mesmerizing charm of moving water. Rivers and streams not only stir the human soul, but are an integral part of our past, present, and future. Since civilization has begun, man has used rivers and streams as a source of food, water, transportation, power, defense, and recreation. Now, before we get further into the benefits of rivers and streams, let's define them. According to National Geographic, a stream is a body of water that flows across the Earth's surface. And while it is used interchangeably with the word river, rivers are defined as large streams. Now, let's talk about some benefits. Rivers and streams provide food and water for not only humans, but livestock and wildlife as well. They can provide irrigation for crops, electricity from hydropower, and can be used for recreational activities of all sorts, including boating, fishing, and swimming. Now you may be thinking, sure, rivers and streams have benefits, but are there really enough of them to benefit me? The answer is most likely yes. The 2020 South Dakota Integrated Report and Surface Water Quality Assessment found that in South Dakota alone, there are 10,094 miles of perennial rivers and streams and 87,424 miles of intermittent and ephemeral streams. That's like driving from Sioux Falls to Rapid City over 280 times when you add those together, as it adds up to over 97,000 miles of rivers and streams in South Dakota. Now, South Dakota has many rivers and streams, and they all have benefits. But let's talk about South Dakota's most famous river, the Missouri. According to American Rivers, the Missouri River starts just west of Bozeman, Montana, and will flow south 2,300 miles before meeting with the Mississippi River in St. Louis. From there, heading south towards the Gulf of Mexico, creating the fourth largest river system in the world. And the Missouri is considered the center of life for the prairie, and for good reason. If you look at the agricultural land in America, 1/4 of it is built on the watershed of the Missouri. And from that land comes 1/3 of America's wheat, flax, barley, and oat crop. Now, the Missouri is not just used for farming. Fishermen love to head towards the Missouri River, hoping to catch all types of fish, including walleye, pike, smallmouth bass, and sometimes even the prehistoric paddlefish. The Missouri River is home to over 150 species of fish and over 300 species of birds, and many more animals, including all types of mammals, reptiles, and amphibians. Now, let's review. We now know the importance of rivers and streams in South Dakota to not only humans, but livestock and wildlife as well. And we know that rivers and streams in South Dakota can stretch on for thousands of miles. Rivers and streams have so many benefits, and they can help us in so many ways. Now here is where I insert the but. But there is a chance for our streams and rivers in South Dakota to lose their benefits if they are not taken care of properly. The 2020 South Dakota Integrated Report and Surface Water Quality Assessment team did a study over the course of 5 years. And in those 5 years, they studied 5,875 miles of rivers and streams in South Dakota. And what they found after those 5 years is that 78% of those over 5,000 miles did not support one or more beneficial use. Now, beneficial uses can be anything from domestic waters, immersion recreation, permanent fish life, irrigation, and commerce and industry waters. And 78% of over 5,000 miles did not support one or more of those benefits. Now, two of the most common causes for rivers and streams to become polluted are suspended solids and E. coli contamination. Now, suspended solids happens when soil particles get washed off of fields into rivers and streams. This can cause sediment to build in those rivers and streams. And E. coli contamination happens when livestock have direct access to rivers and streams. This can cause their manure to run into the rivers and stream, causing those rivers and streams to become polluted. So, all is lost. We should say goodbye to the benefits of rivers and streams because they're going away forever, right? Well, of course not. There are many things we can do to improve and protect our rivers and streams. For example, farmers and ranchers have begun implementing the best management practices, such as keeping in their livestock away from having direct access to rivers and streams. And your local, state, and federal offices, such as the local conservation district, the Department of Environment and Agriculture, and the USDA, or more specifically the Natural Resources Conservation Service, can provide technical and financial aid to help landowners achieve their conservation goals. There are many things we can do, and there are many things we must do to help rivers and streams keep their benefits. As David R. Brower once said, we must begin thinking like a river if we are to leave a legacy of beauty and life for future generations. Thank you.